Hello, hello, everybody. Sorry I haven't been around, been finishing up college and all that good stuff. But now, since college is over and summer break has started, I can now start streaming more games again. Tonight, we're going to start off by continuing Paranormasight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm also going to be joined by Ranger, maybe Delcy if he comes back, and Jackson. Alright, y'all can say hello.
Hello.
Dude, that move is accidentally the most perfect thing you could ever do. That's actually hilarious. She didn't even mean to do what she did, but she got it for free. I'm so mad.
Yes.
Hurry up and
In
pause
the
this
game.
stupid nonsense.
Here we go.
Actually, no, I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna learn this.
So I'm also gonna try and do this with the controller.
Why though?
I don't know.
That controller is a wired controller, not wireless.
I don't know if I want to do it with the controller now. But we'll see. Should I go back and see? Well, I should be able to. Or did I not find anything else to continue hers?
Well, he's getting hunk. He's getting dunk. He's dunking.
Oh god. The vibrations. Ah, okay, I'm supposed to figure out something from there. Interesting. Alright. Never mind, I don't think I'm gonna do the controller. So weird. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's try this new one. Go.
Dude, I'm just gonna stay back here.
Piling up.
You come up here. No, you're coming to me now. We're playing this game. Yeah, you see how much fun it is?
Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. Well, we've got ourselves quite a mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. Did he keep looking for Yoshima and Najima? For now, we better start following up on the few leads that we got. Oh, I forgot to start streaming for y'all. Oopsie. Hold on. I don't think my laptop will have a stroke. Alright. What'd you find out, Lakey? Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks. The floor is yours. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. Let's start with that one, the young man we found here. Oh, get up! Been identified as Shogo Key. 25-year-old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. Identification due to water in the lungs, he drowned. He drowned in the middle of a park. That's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with. Thoughtless, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries, though? Yep. Look, what mystery was it? I haven't played this game in so long.
You know what? That's what I need. Dude, you're just gonna spam? Dude, it's
Yes.
crazy. He starts getting deflected and he just goes for it.
Canal?
I love this. This is insane.
That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a
Stop
link
that.
between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think? We're thinking, Arrow. You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kishiwa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29-year-old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the
Oh, I
area.
finally messed up, and that's what loses it. Ah. Dude.
So is this just a random person? As for the cause of death, well...
Well, but
yes.
I was hitting grab though.
The entire
I was hitting
body
the
was
grab
pressed
button.
by
Though. That
some
was me
kind of
doing that
strong
though.
eternal
That's the
force.
crazy part about what you just did was I was the one hitting those buttons and you weren't. Meanwhile, you get to get those buttons and I'm not allowed to have them. Oh, it's crazy. I knew he was going to grab me, so I was just mashing that fucking button, and the game was just like, "No, you're not. You're not mashing that button. You thought you were. You're not mashing that button."
Fighting games. Yay.
Yes.
looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, are you saying stepped on? What is it? The foot washing machine, right? Exactly. Crushing is a foot washing mansion's modus operandi. Also, Jackson went from one salt game to another.
Yeah, but I'm actually good at this salt game.
Fair enough. Leave this alone, yeah.
I don't know, I've never been good at fighting games, but I've recently been trying to do them.
I kind of want to try and get
They
back
are
into
fun.
fighting games since I got the controller now. And is this Navigati skill? Shit, I knew he used it. By the mouse soldiers, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to the paranormal affairs. Got it. And as for the third victim, identified as Koichi Josho, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Well, his death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Ooh. That has to hurt. Can you just imagine being cursed and having both your arms and legs crushed?
It would suck.
That would suck. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. A teacher dying at school. And not just any school. What was this? It's the fool's procession. Right, it's where the fool's procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all three victims can be tied to the seven mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of all pulling the strings. So you got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the seven mysteries. It looked like he drowned, so I think he got drowned by someone. Problem is, the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the seven mysteries? That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner who could pull off a curse like that without using a cursed stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Really, I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. Looking at this, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. We can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Yikes, I hadn't thought about that. But there is one silver lining. Judging by my own cursed stone, it seems that the curses can't be active while the sun's out. Well, that's great news. So basically, we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. It's also likely why Najima gave us till dusk. You must have known the cursed stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got until nightfall to sell this. It's time we flesh out the other curse bearers. Aye, aye, boss. Let's do this. At the moment, we only know the identities for curse bearers, you included. Kitaro Nag. These people, I'm not gonna try and say their names. We've got both of their curse stones, and then there's Ujima, who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that about sums it up. We know where the Whispering Canal is. Better figure out who the remaining 5 are and quick. How should we go looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without lead. Let's focus on the other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshima. I've got a feeling there's some connection there. Alright, boss, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshima was stationed. It seemed like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michiu. Honey, I suck at pronouncing names.
Yes.
Why you just gotta say yes like that? Michiu almost said Sriracha.
I don't even have it open right now, so.
That's fair. Yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building and the force of impact from those and all that. Was suspected of some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. It had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. Huh, what was the evidence? Well, according to reports, I found on his desk last night. The body was found at the foot of the building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yes, a truck or other flat vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. Ooh, her leg is by her arm. There is a chance that it wasn't a suicide.
Oh,
What a terrible
that's
way to go.
annoying.
There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible someone silenced Yoshima because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. I think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshima had already talked to Forensic in the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio's address. Shima went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Remember the girl Yoshima met the day he died? One Hitomi Ukita? Oh, thank you, Pony, for the 10 months. How are you doing? Almost a year. Yeah. I'm finally back into streaming again. Doing alright. My lips are getting a little dry, but you know what? I'm happy. Community Safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Also, for everybody in chat, today is Ranger's birthday. Yay!
Yes.
He is old now. But I'm still older,
There. Yes. Yes, you
even
are.
though I don't act like it. Hey, Darkbat. Community Safety didn't have any contact information on her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sounds of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can we have community? Oh, you're okay, Darkbat. We haven't gotten to the nitty-gritty yet. We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters. Pony said happy birthday.
Thank you, Pony.
Time I got to high school is closed today. Because of the teacher that died? That's right. Alright. But if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. I got some information about Yushima's fiance from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Koshidawa. 27-year-old. How old are you now? 65? Kidding. I'll leave that up to Ranger to tell his age if he would want to.
I'm 25.
You were close. You were like 40 years off, Pony. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But, oh boy, here it comes. But what? Yes, Pony, you are older. Wait, Pony, how old are you? You're not that old, if I remember correctly. Wait, when's your birthday? Like, DM it to me. Oh, that's a big note. I think I'm older than you. Oh yeah, I am older than you. Shush, Darkbat. Not even my birthday yet. That comes in the next 9 days. Tomorrow we're all having a streaming birthday extravaganza. Oh. It should be fun. We may not be old, but our bones say otherwise. Our bones really do say otherwise. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? No, she is kind of beautiful. She is beautiful. But she disappeared. Don't remind me. It's definitely starting to suspect a crime of passion, perhaps? It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse, but Yushima was well liked, and they've been together for over 10 years. You never know. Back problems is coming for you, Ranger.
Not yet.
Man goes to the gym almost every day. I don't think back problems are gonna come for him.
They can try.
We'll fight back problems before back problems even have a chance. You never know, things could be different behind closed doors. Stretch and work them bones. Hey, I didn't think
Yeah.
they would come for me. That is a big mood. I guess so. Well, I knew they would come for me because I've slept in the most fucked up places. Like several different couches that were not comfortable. We'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. Could have been the same person who was out for Yoshima as after his fiance as well. She could be in danger. Right, either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she is found. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Najima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. Seriously, we have no idea where he lives. Gets worse, I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out, he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place. Geez, that's just sloppy. I've heard that they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of rooms in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. So Najima got to fuck about and supervise. God damn it. That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That explains why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. It's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. If we only have until dusk, why are we talking? Speaking of Najima, yeah? Did you manage to reach your daughter? It's best to put her in protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I will have her contact info, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we sent an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Najima do it? Armor. That cut's deep. Nick, sorry, it just kinda spilled out. Anyway, I expect that's something to do with his curse echo. Back on the topic already. He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. May even allow him to act from a distance, I say. But once I read, what was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up? Ah, right, one of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries. He's had this stone for a long while. Because his first victim was cut up and put in a river. When the prisons are starting to get full, secretly move prisoners to death row. Especially the pedophiles. Please don't demonetize me, Twitch. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. So we continue our investigation. We could go to a high school to look into Hitomi, or meet her at this house to find more about her. Like gathering information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. I'm glad I have him on my side. Gives me a chance to rest up. Ah! Oh god. Oh, thank you, Pony. Thank you for the $50. Love you too.
No. It's actually quite sweet.
Yes. Pony is a sweetheart.
Yes.
What to do now? I actually kind of want to see where this one go, because... Ah, okay, she just kind of went home. Alright, but yeah, let's see what he got. Nishikama Mansion. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? It's Michael Jackson. I'm fine. I hope we can make good
Yes.
progress today. How's your cursed stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. Aside, why are you so late this morning? There are, unfortunately, some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. We're talking! By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about, and that was... Our current plan is to steal a cursed stone that's already absorbed Soulgate Ridge, but... I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use a right for a purpose? Oh? I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you expect. Compensation? Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigemas, wouldn't it? Of course, any amount would be fine if it get the job done. Won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out a strategy. Do we have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Yeah, it surprisingly seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dredge. You see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings, and it's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dredge. And for what those cursed stones are capable of. Honey, do you have a PayPal?
Yeah.
Could you send it to me?
It's been a while since I used it. Give me 1 moment.
I've been working on that, Pony. That's work in progress. Yeah, the email should be fine. As long as you can access the account.
Yeah, well, hmm. What email is
Well, what those current stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. This little activity, all throughout the night, Earthbearer must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we now after the power resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul threads yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action, and then we offer them the deal. Now the curse bearer seems very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? Mentioning hearing agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtain the cursed stone doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area for a purpose, and they were likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You got a sharp mind, man. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dredge, they were after the rite. This could be very risky, since a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them that the curse bearers move less aggressively? That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dreads themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safe
Okay.
course of action.
I sent it to you.
Alright. There you go.
What?
You'll see. No problem.
Well,
Which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy. So how should we do that? Oh god. Throat's a little dry. There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do that? At this point, all we can do is search. If there's a mastermind inside on the curse bearers to collect soul dredge, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question.
confused. I am confused.
Why are you confused?
Nothing is happening.
It's probably gonna take a bit.
Fair enough.
Should be getting a birthday present soon. Question: the right could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood, after all. Okay. Uh, should have gotten something, honey. I know for me it does sometimes. We'll do it without using the curses ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. Did some investigating into all of them. Only managed to get detailed information on two. Pretty quick, I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I don't know. I shall let you know my stuff is weird sometimes. First, there's Ayamikon and the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Michiro Park. Even determine her address? You're not one of the underestimated Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with Gokio in the curriculum pretending to be your parent. Went around to check on her place on the way home. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her? Fair to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. Couldn't keep track of her. Here, I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the cursed stones, just like us. Best we act carefully around her. Did anything come through on PayPal?
Look, give me one moment. Yeah, there we go.
Tony sent money for your birthday.
Aw, thank you, Bill.
She wanted it to go through me, but for some reason, PayPal likes to skim off the top.
That's fair.
Next is a tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Chicho. He stood out the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as secretary at Hai Haku Soap's chairwoman. Oh, to Hai Haku Soap chairwoman, I believe his name is Takayumi Kimiko. The soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been there for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown. Oh yeah, he got it.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if he's low on my end.
It might be.
I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. Don't spend it all in one place, and you are welcome.
I'll try.
With the increase in sales, I assume she wanted factories running at full capacity. With the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Huh, now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seems to be out collecting soul dredge, right? Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though. I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. If I could make an educated guess. Oh? There's a researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection. The one that lives near here. His name is Heike. I suck at pronouncing names. And the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. I prefer to a certain Viv. Who else is a curse bearer? First, I'll return to the soaps to see the man in black. The headquarters are down on South Wargushi Street. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Kamagati High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohari Jorochi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? I'm not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means that two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just we're getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michoshi's residence. It'd be wise to pay a visit. Understood. In addition to 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, here's Miyoshi, who was reportedly committed suicide, the police officer who died at the former Yushai Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries now. And true, both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mystery curses? We can really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up. Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling. That'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. He seemed to know a lot about the situation. Suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see, if you're investigating this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's entity, this would be a fine starting point. What might... we might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use Cursed Stone, taking a walk should be fine, a place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll try to decide where we should go, ma'am. Let's go here. Let's go to the high school. Even though from the other one I already know it's closed. Here we are at Ground Zero. The high school. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. and the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if the curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect to be baffled since they don't know about curses. I can ask around. Alright, we'll go ask the students about Miyoshi. I'm back, man. So what'd you learn? That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowned in stories about Mr. Giorgio Michomi. Most always seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh. Some believe that Michomi is the one who killed Mr. Jirachi. Really? The story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, been mumbling that Moichi was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told students. It spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that Juicy don't see a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are posing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. It's not like Michio was the only high school girl to wear pigtails, so rumors might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true... I want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she is alive, that'd be ideal. There's still more things I should mention. Let's go where Michio lived. The student had a list of students' addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It really worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what will happen if the information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's not possible for us to visit Michio's house. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not to fear for their safety. Police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. America! No comment? Okay. Some schools' policies could be used, some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. I expect the criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself comes in. What's this about? Actually, just forget what I said. Alright. I actually want to go to the house instead. Because if someone can just come up with a fucking car. How'd it go? Went to visit Miyochi's family home, however. His shit on America. No one seemed to be there. I got no answer at all. All the lights were out. Seems to have been empty for a while. There was a stack of newspaper out front. Social connection run deep in working class areas like places like this, so I decided to talk to locals. They had a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out that his reputation really went down the dumps this past year. Is that so? Give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their the previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in a similar situation, helping and being helped in return. So far, so good. What happened? Well, I said their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshika's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kenikuracho Iwa. Iwa gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So, what of this Iwa character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. Neighbors often heard screaming and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshika's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if it wasn't upsetting enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the tourist standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshika was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. Stopped responding to her neighbors, she'd just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. We need to change this law. Fuck this law. That's awful. Then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwa, and Tomiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwa hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Sorichi's entirety and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seemed that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality doesn't have a complete turn after entering a relationship. After his first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. Determined to send her daughter to a good high school, it's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. That's an ugly looking motherfucker. Jirachi certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs. Bringing such a violent man into it. Park. Hey, this is Nichiri Park. Yami Tall no one lives around here. I'm in an apartment. When I dropped by this morning, I wonder if it's worth checking again. Won't get much done standing here. I'll go check the apartment. You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. See whether she's been home or not, just I could potentially get a trace on her movements. That'd be my guess. Okay, shouldn't be long. I'm back, man. So nothing? Right, so she still hasn't returned. However, those few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping a watch in the area. I don't know if they got their eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Yeah, I shot by to have noticed them despite being so convert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You're planning to go that far? Take it around here. Okay. I'm gonna go to the streets. Soap's headquarters are on the other side of the South Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around to the cafe for some key traps. Use the... I can't do anything there. This has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? The work is in their favor, and the more people around, the better we can blend in. They're all dressed up for school in another world. I might have had a chance to see my son's uniform too. So... now what? Well, anyone's still living here. It's a bit quieter over here. It is rental day. Area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? I've never liked these messy and cluttered back streets. They gave me a juice every time. Be sure to have someone as strong and tall as Richter accompanying me. It's so unfazed. I suppose the detective is used to these kinds of things. While he's investigating and chasing criminals, I wouldn't be cut out for it. The Sarachas were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? So... oh. Oh, okay. Like a small soap-making company could grow so much in a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. CEO director and now chairwoman Natsu Yamura is called the queen. Chemicals. Oh, nice detective. Mention that kid Takumi works as a secretary. Correct? You think it's possible he's acting under orders? That's exactly my thinking. Chris Barrett will put plenty of power. Could certainly look at resurrecting as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may be difficult. I'm going to go in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Okay, good luck. Oh god, my butt hurts. Sorry to keep you waiting. How'd it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night, but it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. Doesn't mean he has no connection to the recent curses. He knew about the seven mysteries. He even guessed we have a cursed stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen island after I ran into him last night. However, he said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask you. Hoping you would hand over the cursed stone in your possession. Cursed stone? What are you on about? You need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? Great. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the cursed stone of the haunting flappers. Glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It's dangerous. I am you'll give it to me. My company will take responsibility to dispose of it. I know the sub-business specializes in scrubbing curses clean. It is a prerogative of Miss Yamamuro. Is that so? Assuming you obtain the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamuro possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses running rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hikari is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Shugin Gamieldo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcise spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? The curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. Oh god. I gotta mute the chat. All I see is just 8 notifications.
It's not that important.
Yeah, no, y'all are just talking about Street Fighter. Which I'm
Yes.
glad you are having fun with it. My back has decided that it no longer wishes to be a back. My resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable actions. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over the cursed stone at once. Very interesting. With what you say, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you're telling me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Well, I can rest easy then. I feel like he's lying. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we're on the same page. If that's the case, you should hand over your cursed stone immediately. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering it's important, I've been keeping it hidden. Really now? I'll accompany you for a while you're here. I'm sorry. I got something important to attend to, but I'll promise I'll return with it later. Very well. You won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. Not prudent of you. I'll oblige. And that's how it went. They're on after the right after all. Wouldn't be so quick to trust him. No. I believe we're dealing with the master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he's lying about having procured 6 cursed stones as well. Like, really 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is planning something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. They seem rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soldierage. Perhaps the people at the soaps are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, wouldn't her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Gumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. The word spreads that the Haiku chairwoman has godlike powers. She could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. That's it sound like. By the way, there's one thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Haiku employee. Really? So as long as official I reveal the identity, it all amounts to no more than a speculation, though. Oh god. The more I play this game, the more the connection just kind of falls into place. Despite that, I have reason to believe that Soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiation will go. Avoid Soaps for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. The fuck is that? Connecting with the story of Takao and Tsuku. Oh, yeah. Kasuji held hotel is also in the area. Might be why Ayumi chose to live here. Just the person in the background looks suspicious.
Yes.
I didn't even know you were watching.
I mean, they're just standing over there.
Oh, they're going.
They're running. They heard
back.
us.
Back to your child. I feel like I'm missing something.
It's possible.
Oh, so you came here too? What is it? Ah. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richard? Oh shit, the cops are here! The jig's up! Why is the music groovy though? Yeah, high school. Classes are suspended for today, so students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshima's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the fool's possession, and of course, where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Alright, speaking of schools. What is it? The Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that second high schooler you mentioned to help us? There are random jump scares from, like, the curses and shit.
Yes.
That's basically what makes it a horror game, is the fact that random jump scares and also... Ooh, there's a curse. For a guy who's questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who say anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. You become such a smooth talker. Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I was wondering if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. Location stay log will forensic check the scene. Looks like they're still busy. Suck the person first later. News of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. That's kind of intense with this many cops around. I wonder if anyone who could help us scout out. Am I just... We decided for students to be at school, and yet I thought this would be that simple. So I guess we move. And we're moving. Also, this seems like Michia's house is at the end of this road. I don't want to intimidate him, so maybe I should go alone. Get going, buddy. Your house at the end of the road, the street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Yep. Alright, I'll go check out the house. The house. Yeah, also there's a chance that maybe she didn't actually kill herself. It might be the best that we didn't find her parents. It's quiet. This place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going, but it seems like everyone decided to stay inside because of recent incidents. I mean, can you blame him? Oh hey, he's back. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one's home? Doesn't look like it. Not for a while, nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. It's all about 3 newspapers stuffed in their mailbox. Very disappointed. Suspend. So no one home. Let's try again later. Ah, okay, that kind of makes sense. It's 8 a.m. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up? Huh? It's morning. Hi. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Um, Duh. I'm Yako. Yes, I'm Yako. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. Good. Seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mia. thanks for last night. Is everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. In that situation, it's the best you can hope for. Sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I couldn't remember when I fell asleep. It's okay, it's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. So who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arrangements? I had quite the eventful childhood. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more or less assistant to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always been more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I've sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Well, that's amazing, so it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do have my 10 public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you had a rough then, but still, it is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And I'm going to look into the cause of all this. For now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? As daytime as power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. You want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yeah, go. Is it really so wrong trying to bring Michio back at me? I cannot approve of it. The right seems like a dream come true, but it involves taking the lives of other people then. Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but it's okay if I hold on to it. Yako, I promise I won't use the curse no matter what. But maybe there's some other way. I just have a feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it stops the curses. With the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay, then let's go. Oh, she lives at a candy shop. That must be like every kid's dream, though, to have their parents own a candy shop.
Yes. Be great.
I've heard it's like hard as hell. Huh? I thought it was unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? Police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something, okay? Mr. Rachel was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that the number of bodies were found nearby yesterday. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Yuricho's body was in the middle of the ground.
but his body was covered in bruises like he had fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Oh, it's the same as Michio. So what curse can just fucking run people over like an 18-wheeler?
Good question.
Or make it look like you fell from a highest height? Taking into account this unnatural death and the timing is very likely has something to do with the curse. You think someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? That's so scary. Yeah, so the curses really do kill people. Someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What happened if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. The curse of the semi. It really is the curse of the semi. Just beep beep, motherfucker. Oh, I didn't see what
It's
the
the isekai truck. Oh no.
This is the curse of the isekai truck. I don't know what new thing I got. Oh, looks like Jackson went back to Street Fighter.
Yes.
Oh. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gates. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there, isn't that Hitomi Ikuda? That's right. You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Richie. Let's see what she has to say. Well, Mia, wait for me. Hmm? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Oh yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcism. Huh. So that's what it was. You hear about Mr. Rachel? Read about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw the asshole bite on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. Well, I can tell you. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out on the grounds like something was chasing him, and then screamed. Oh, somebody help me. Forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else on the school ground? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for the second, I think I saw a girl in the school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing after all. And I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and that I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden, his arms and legs snapped. You know, he's just standing there. His arm and leg broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I better get out of there. Yeah, no, I don't blame her. Then he croaked.
Yeah.
That's all I saw. She literally just watched this man's arms and leg just kind of snap. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased him down Mr. Doricho and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope. And I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like to believe such an insane story anyway. Right. There must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? I guess there was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. No, did he? Sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't. Yeah, this is just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. So I know about the asshole's death. Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it reminds me of something. The way Mitsurushi died sounded a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio Bai was in is like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the seven mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit lord said, then Michio died in an accident. Alright. I know. You told me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What can I say for sure is? Thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. Does that mean everybody with depression is just possessed?
Pretty much.
Well, shit. I mean, we're depressed. We're depressed. We're possessed.
Yeah, you're depressed, yes.
Oh shit, I was gonna see Jackson leave. And did not say anything. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? People will also have their personalities taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties are in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seance or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. Even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. Even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? And it's why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. So the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I say getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, you tell me. Whatever might have happened to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, still being able to see them is your fault either. Same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. Yeah, I think I may pass. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mia? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up, and all of a sudden saying she was gonna exercise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. Try to perform sexism on her without even telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. I guess that makes sense. Tell me last night before you witnessed Mr. Roy collapse, can I ask you what he and you were doing in the classroom? You going to tell the cops? Alright, with everything that happened with Mr. Jiracho. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with them that night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. Understand? I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, That piece of shit Jirachi called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. Ethel was the one always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What do you mean by Mr. Racho acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Sriracha, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio. I don't know everything, but that creep of teacher has some dirt on her. He was using the blackmailer, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? Hey! Ugh. What do you mean when you say whatever you wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that couple of mall students like you would ever get involved in. No way. That's how. What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were a friend. Just really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. Thank you, Dark Bat. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone like she had to suffer alone. You know, how terrible. Tell me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay outside. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I couldn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. Told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around, but she never asked for my help. She just told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. Of course, Jirachi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. Tell me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you? You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming you, told me. Chio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. Okay. But from the sounds of it, he's been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? Dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. Well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eyes, you know? There must have been some reason. I don't know, got nothing to do with me. Last night, how to start? Oh, right, remember that noisy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yashida Gardens a couple of days ago. Yashima was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good looking. But good at looking out for folks. So he's the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there was something like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Well, another thing, one time he suddenly introduced me to his fiance. It's hilarious seeing a big guy like that act a little like a shy kid all of a sudden. She told me she was like me when she was my age, and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I was thinking about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yashima always took me straight to that park. And listened whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day he called me over like usual, but something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me to do him a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind? He handed me this weird talisman and asked to hold on to him for him. A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have with me now. But that wasn't all. He told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio had that looked like this one. Huh, Michio? What does she have to do with this? She might have been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had like a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. The talisman that Michio had. He knew I knew her. So that's why he asked me. He said, could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home are a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio's keeping her mouth shut about what Jiracho was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And spill on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Shima didn't just have his eyes on Michio but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talisman? I wonder why I gave it to you. Well, if I know, when I looked at it, when I looked inside it, there's just this weird kind grimy scrape of wood. So you seen inside of it? But from the way he was acting, it seemed like it was important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after, yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans, give them to a guy named Nagashomi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Nagashimi? Do you know Mio? No, it's her name, I think. So it really is Nagashimi? That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right, just ignoring a dead guy's last request. You tell me, yeah? Talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, I don't trust you that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. So last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah, I figured that piece of garbage teacher wouldn't know the most about Michio. That's what I say I knew if you knew anything about talisman. Give me some cryptic response like I can't talk about it now. Come to school tonight. He gave me the code to the locker on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for the secret meeting before. Yuck, I can only imagine. Climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Are you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jirachi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So really all thanks to you two that I got away. If I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. And I saw you and old man Shimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jirachi come back outside and fight it. You see? You're the only one. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. I was on the fall for that creep. Jirachi was trapped so easily. Could have gone a lot worse if I looked out. Which guys, sounds like Michio killed Mr. Jirachi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost, like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to the place or roaming freely. However, it usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most of them have that kind of power, but it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Huh, wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then suppose what the spirit board said is true. Michio's death was an accident. She must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Tommy. Oh, and if you find out anything about me, Tommy's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Okay, we get your contact? Where we can normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time, usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks, we'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? It's easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You're the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Looks like Mr. Doricho was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there's a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple, you think? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school, the one that killed Mr. Doricho, seems to be different. The people in school at the time, other than us, were Mr. Doricho, who told me, and the old man Ashumi, who you ran into. I was thinking it'd be among them, but there was one more girl who told me saw a girl in the school uniform with braids. But told me he was saying it doesn't seem like she's one. This rather a bit suspicious though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, and that's why I say there are multiple. Alright, the person who killed Mr. Richa will have been one, which means it's either be the mysterious girl or old man Usumi. Yeah, you should really be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Rashi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has been wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but oh, I just remembered I saw Mr. outside the main gate last night. Did? Likely he's involved with the curse, given that he's the one who's doing research on the right of resurrection. Let's be careful of those two. I want to believe that no, Chris Barrows will be hostile, but as for what to do now, I'd like to find who was responsible for the Feast of Shadows and set this off, and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at the source. That makes sense. Good lord. That's case. Next we should do... what exactly? Don't need to talk to Mr. Shiro. He definitely knows something. He should be safer during the day, so I think we should try and look for him. Got it. I'll help you in any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh, they got 5 places. Let's try the bridge. Hey kid, you wanna buy some crack? So, me and Kazumi and Nako decided on their next location to investigate. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Go check on her house. It's quiet. Just checking. No one's home.
Can I hear tonight? That's fair. Nothing.
Can I actually look? Yep. So what am I missing? Alright, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Mm. Oh, my ear. My ear's hella itchy.
Itchy.
Itchy. I'm going through a bunch of checks? Text just to figure out where the fuck I fucked up at. How do I do this? Do I just have to keep going through just each of her? Alright, I'm actually confused. But I am gonna go on a small BRB. Crap. Copy. Here we go. Okay, let me get some music going, and I will be right back.
I'm sorry I was gone so long. I had to go talk to my mother about something. But we're back. We are back. Oh god, I forgot to turn on the audio again. There we go. I may have to look up what to do. Boss, what is it? You want to talk to those girls? I do. Yes, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for some reason. Come on, Arrow. Huh? What? Hey, aren't you? You must be that high school skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Sorry about that. He's with me. Mr. Tsusumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. I prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss the street. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I always wanted to go to a fancy sushi place. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. The boss is like me, just hold on, wait. Why am I paying? The girls are at our service. Hold on now, what just happened? I never said I ate sushi. Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are funny. You should do stand up. So how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Face of Shadows, which boosted the power. Grace. Which boosted the powers of the curses, and brought forth the 7 mysteries of Honjo, by allowing even those who do not have power to cast curses to gather soul dreads for the rite of resurrection. At least that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. Sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stone appeared for those who wanted to write at the local locales of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stone of the full procession. Well, Yoko, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me. Yoko, the girl standing behind me. Yes, is she alright? You could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the full procession with you two then. Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curses. I'll be looking forward. Oh wait, stop the shadow. Okay, got it. That should make things smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Last night at school. You were here last night? Yes, you see. Huh. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool. That's when you ran into the cursed echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Somehow we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The cursed echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. What? A woman missing an arm and a leg? Is that the one-sided reed? Wait.
Mm-hmm.
One-sided reed. This is bad. What's so bad about that one? You idiot! Think! Curse Bearer, the ones I read is... What was his fucking name? I can't remember his name.
No idea.
I'm so glad. Oh yeah, this ugly fat fuck.
Fat man.
Fat man.
Como chica.
Una chica. He admitted it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case, he might have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but what? Who's Najima? No clue. So Najima's trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he's gonna massacre the city at sundown today? He's trying to get to your daughter, too? That's why I've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else left the school last night? As far as we know, there was us, Mr. Achi, and one of our classmates. I'm in danger. Don't forget old man Sumi. Wait, Hitomi? You mean Hitomi Lukina's second year student? Well, yes, why? Boss, she was here last night. I saw Hitomi earlier, though. She didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Do you mind if I asked you a few questions about it? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect, so I can't tell you anything unless you swear not to drag her into this. Oh, I see. Don't worry, this is about to be a different matter. You about the police officer, Miss Yoshima? You know about that? Did Tommy say anything about him? Yes, she did, actually. If we're talking about who was at school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear on the details. There was someone else. Apparently, Shumi actually saw Mr. Jirochi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was... Michio was the one that killed Mr. Jirochi? Are you sure it was really Michio, Justishima? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jirochi was killed by a curse? Someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss, do you really think it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, it does have plenty of reason to be vengeful. Calm down. Because paranormally, this doesn't mean just anything is possible. It's still possible and the email is still behind Jirochi's death. What about Tomi's story? Scanner. Was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's been working here? Are you sure it's written in him? No, he just transferred to school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Listen up. It's not uncommon for formative prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notary attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you? No way. Hero, have the officers apprehended gender? He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they've been looking to question Sumi too, but couldn't find him anywhere. No. That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of this Sumi? Dale mysteriously hated getting his picture taken. He always avoided it. Hero Connor search for Mako Sumi. Can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. I didn't expect this at all. Yeah, how could this old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of all that. To think he was close to us this whole time. Ugh, gives me chills. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh. I may have shown Sumi my cursed stone last night. What? I don't like this one bit. Even did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it have been old man Sumi who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. What? Did? Yikes, good thing I didn't say anything. You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. It's too much over the time, so come on. Long arm of the law, help us. To stop these shadows, it would help if I knew more about the curses these 7 mysteries first came about. In that case, you're probably best off talking to that crappy researcher guy. You mean Mr. Shiva? I would very much like to talk to him. Nah, right, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. You know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate. We should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his paper. The cafe? Oh. Could he go cafe in Cosima? Thanks. Over there now. School rules says we're not allowed to go to cafes, so don't worry about it. I'll allow it. Thank you. That's all it takes. There must be a mastermind behind everything. Someone who's orchestrated all this for some reason. I want to find out why. Somebody say that Mr. Yoshima entrusted her with something. He did? What was it? Yoshima gave her a talisman? Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for the other one just like it. One that Michio had. What kind of talisman could they be, boss? Doesn't ring a bell. That Yoshima was talking about with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. Did they find the talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshima would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Did you consider giving us Tomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshima. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshima, though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy, and all cops are scary. But I doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up becoming a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary of us. Well then. Do you think she talked to Yoshima's fiance? Haven't they met before? Oh yeah, she told us about that. Yeah, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright then. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Maybe Kosawa will let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Okay, I'll be willing to give Tomi's contact information to her. Alright, one more thing. Tomi told me that Mr. Yoshima gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nagoshi from the police headquarters. What? So it's Nagoshi's case? Why would Yoshima tell her that? Could you check on that? I will, but I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? Well, yes. Maybe he knows the chief, but he's almost never in, so I really don't know the guy. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists, or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All the Paranormal Affairs cases are referred to as the Nagisho's cases. Jeez, what's up with that? That amulet Tomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relationship? I'm a friend. I was actually planning on redirect her at first. Oh, I see. Gained quite a lot of info from you two. It's only fair we share as well, Keller. Alright. It's mine, it's just theory though. Okay. After examining the crime scene, Yoshima concluded that Michio's death wasn't suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or a van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshima, so it seemed like he has his doubts about it being a suicide. What? A van speeding? Yoko? What's wrong? Are you okay? The van. There is a young man in the driver's seat. Passenger seat, a woman? Yako. Oh, thank you for the water. I'm getting a little parched. She just saw her friend getting hit. Well, she didn't see it. I think she felt her friend getting hit. Wait,
Oh no.
was I? Are you back now? how do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem as long as you're okay. That was quite a surprise, though. Yoshiman talked to you about Michio, didn't he? But he didn't give me any specifics if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what truly is on Michio's mind either. Right. You have any idea why Jiracho was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. I'm not exactly sure how to put this, but... I see. I expected something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I wonder what he got in his hands. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Michio, what happened? Nope. It was by, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs were. Ooh, bullet arrow, you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because she was staring at us intently. Right. I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of the curse still lingers here. I figured as much. This mean Jiracho was killed by one of the curses? Yes. Well, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of things? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with the experience, I guess. No, I've heard some stories about you. You investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even bringing a sweat? Stop it, Miss Susie. I'm just gonna get the wrong idea. Oh, that's amazing. Mio, you're a professional, I think. Really? You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey boss, forensic is calling. I'll go see what they have to say. Sure. Thanks. Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance away from the scene. What is it? Ribbon? Yeah. Kind you use to tie up your hair. What? I've seen that ribbon before. Yeah, go on. That's the ribbon that Michio always used to wear. What? Does that mean that Michio was here? Are you sure? Definitely. I had the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. And did she come back to life somehow? But how? Or she was never dead in the first place.
Who knows?
If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got revenge on Durancho, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else you have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? She really did come back to life. And it's terribly sad that she spends her new chance at life like this. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry, you were a big help. Thank you. We should start a search for Nijima and Mayumi. It might be worth to check Miichi's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base of operation. If anything happens, goes to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it. Thank you and good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Asahi about a way to lift the curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going wherever you're ready. Cool. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our county's most elite detectives. His name's Junio.
Michael
That early-
Jackson.
Michael Jackson's back. Why the music getting groovy though?
It's Michael Jackson here.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's here. Either way, it's nice to meet you. Nearest really Chief Inspector Tsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. Did you are detectives? This is my client, Miss Hiromi Shigema. Her father's a big deal in the police himself. You remember to mind your manners. A big wig named Shigema, boss. You know this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's who in the upper class. Don't worry, I'm my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officer I met always been so told. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up all the criminals with a smile. That's our motto. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on a second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. What brings you here, Richter? You want a case? That's right. I'm picking up the police slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year. Oh, I remember now. You're Hiroshima from the kidnapping case. Huh? Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It was a case where Mosada Shigima's grandson was kidnapped, which must have been your son, ma'am. Indeed, that story was suppressed by news. In the end, it was considered a huge failure on the police department's fault. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. Unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. You never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So your findings have brought you to this place then? That's right, an individual connected to the case used to live here around here. You. Right, as of last week the receipts were open to talk to the family. No, so when I checked last time, I figured we'd try again. Interesting. Sure doesn't look good to the police to be mishandling cases like this. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. I do consider the police my people, so you consider the blame to be shared. You got a stern side as well, I see. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. What is it? Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly, with all due respect, investigator. I think my question was addressed to the lady. Do you insist? Please say, ma'am, can you tell us? I can't say not much. So, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Hey, I heard something about this area last night. Something about a strange yet conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Wait a second. I assume you're talking about you, investigator. No, I'll argue that I'm strange and conspicuous dressed in white. It turns out, I was out here last night conducting my investigation. Did you run anything strange or out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary? I guess there are a few suspicious characters. You're asking about the curses now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us out if we know something. It's probably will be of any help to you, but I'm interested in what you have to say. Well, this happened in Honjo, isn't there? Must be something big if they got you head office guys on it. Well, I guess it's alright. Just time call for desperate measure. Thank you, boss. Listen closely what we're about to say, Richter. So by using curses and communities for people. It's a tough story as well, but I don't see a reason to doubt you. We figure the strange occurrence happening around there. Situation, just give information that might help us. That's tough. I respect first of all, like, the tongue-cheek characters. There was a middle-aged fellow I saw in the south, wearing a street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think? Same location, it could have been Hideki Ishiro. Already got his cursed out. Impressive. Need to work working quick. Did you see anything? Not that I can remember. That's a shame. Victor, perhaps you can lend a hand in our case too? Some people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be especially no. It's funny, but I'm busy with enough with this case. Faith in my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, I can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for anyway? The cops should have plenty of rifles, true, but this is an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Oh, wait, that reminds me, Richter. Yes? So the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio. By chance. You do? I thought so. Seems like we're here for the same reason then. Seriously, Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse part isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshima's case. Yoshima, alright. That's right, he died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was most unfortunate loss. There was a connection between Ujima, juvenile division, and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. Think she has something to do with the kidnapping? Talk about the unforeseen development. Exchange information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in turn I want you to want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Joicho? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet, but the testimonies we heard and the evidence we found points in that direction. Testimony you mean from those second high schoolers? Didn't they say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? Wait, if that's true then, figure out something? Kaiichiro Iwa, huh? Iwa, he'll be the next victim. We have to open the door to his Reach's house. We need to look inside. Who's gotten into you? Boss. I'm sure the landlord would give us a key if we asked. Screw that, do you know how long it would take for that submission? Richter? Hey Richter, come down, we can't just... Oh, we're about to find a dead body. I think we're about to find a dead body. Take that, you shoot door. That's how you do it. Richter, get a hold of yourself. I see you're still sane as always. Wait, why Pepto-Bismol?
Danganronpa.
Oh. Oh yeah, no. Oh, he's broken in pieces.
Damn.
Uh oh. Whoa, what's up with this room, boss? There's a dead body in here. Whoa, that be Michio's dad? Nah, he's her stepdad, best. If that, it's got to be the body of Kaiichiro Iwa. Don't know about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I say it happened last night. Arrow, did you find Yuricha's body in the same state? Now you mention it. Looks like those Yuricha have died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio's Yuricha. She's still alive. She used the power of the curse to get back at the men who ruined her life. That's ridiculous. Suggesting she actually revived? It's got to be that. And if she's alive, then... Oh, you can't stop that right there. Apologies for interrupting. I know we just arrived to an interesting plot point. Do you really think a dead girl is going to take revenge from beyond the grave? During this, what if Michio never died? Seeing you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? So, I would have to answer me a question. Where is Honjo? Where in Honjo was Michio at an hour of 8 o'clock? I see, so that's what you think. Let's take a moment to reconsider what you know and choose again, shall we? Was she here? Nope. Here? Where the fuck was she? I don't know.
I don't remember. No idea.
Is she in front of the candy shop? See very well. Congratulations. She was at the. Aww. She was at the candy shop? Oh. Yeah, the cause of death. I'm confused. Does she really think Michio is still alive? Just think it through, it all becomes obvious. Tracks, but I really think the girl could have managed all of this? First of all, Arrow, go report to CHQ. Understood. I'll get on it right away. I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff. Bunch of photos of the same. Huh? Whoa, now hold on. These photos. These are all of Fujima Najima. Gross. Really? Come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even one pasted over there. They're all cutouts from the newspaper and magazines about the Najima murders. I don't get it. Why is the weirdo's shrine? Let's keep looking around. The windows are closed, and no light is all pitch back. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. Looking around to confirm his identity, but by the way he looks, I'd say it's quite Iowa. Seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupant. Is this what a curse does to a person? Damn, I'd rather. It'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. That's really little cheap. Do you mind if I expect it? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right, I was there, so let me take a look at it. Suppose nothing much can't say or fix feathers. Hoping to find the kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky to see. Anyway. Oh, but look, I wonder. Can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, so I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my, who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the cult? I just can't spawn that information. That girl with the spirit sense we mentioned, she's pretty informed on the subject. Someone's tempted to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it. Western black magic. World books scattered here everywhere. Wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. Yep. Yep. Sliding door, at least the kitchen barely fits frame. Look at these pictures of Chiba and Nijima cut out from the newspaper magazine. Or put these up here was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. Maybe Shirichas are somehow connected to the Nijima case? Perhaps they did this as to not forget a grudge or something. I just think Nijima might be involved in all this. Do you think he might have anything to do with the body here? Maybe. The man's already out parole. He's a curse bearer with a cursed stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of that bastard. So he hasn't changed his way. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, the lady here isn't completely unconnected from the human murders either. Don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in Sumeda River that brought the incident to light. Don't say, you were the kid from back then. You were really brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before? Fancy that. I've been worried that Fujima Najima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. The asshole. I wonder who put the idea in his head, and now he's got the one-sided read too. Starting to massacre the people of Honjo at Showdown. Seriously? On top of it, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone threatened to kill my daughter. Man, that's quite the threat. Certainly can't afford to stay put here. That fucker wants to get us all antsy. Well, when I finally get arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Gonna give him the pleasure. Well, if Elon and Kojima have anything to do with each other, this room might hold a little bit of humiliation. I hope so. Looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while. Search or whatever, or something he attempted up to recently. One of your neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night. You think Iwa was the one chanting? Hard to say. Could have been the one Sriracha as well. If we look through those books in the back, we might learn whatever it was they were trying to do. You say, Chief, will you let me look through the books if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any helpful foreign language. Go ahead. Thank you. Huh. Seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here alongside detailed descriptions of the procedure. What you call these grimoires? It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. I think the Zero guy was studying them, perhaps to perform some kind of ritual. There are a bunch of handwritten notes besides the grimoire, whoever it was. They were serious about this. It doesn't look like the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to materials, this here rune is for restoring youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again? Over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells requires a given past sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection? The right? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the cult for similar reasons. What's that? Looks like a journal. It's probably Ewa's. Journal? It's surprisingly thorough, though. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow, now that's something. What is it? What did he write? It's quite defined. Let me give you a summary. So this Kinotro Iwa fellow, he's been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he's into black magic from the start? He believed that if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seemed like he already was getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. I'd say this started to sound kind of familiar. But first, let's find out how he got his hand on this grimoire. Saying that Jima told him where he could obtain a book when they were both in prison. What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not a coincidence. It seemed like Iwa took an interest in the Jima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worshipped Jima of all people. This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwa had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Jima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Jima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it shocks me too. For years, we've been scratching over our heads over the motive behind the Jima murders. Yep, it's been a mystery to us all from the very start. Well now, just wait a minute, do you think? No, what are you saying? That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instruction written down for the sacrifice offering match up exactly with the act just carried out by Najima. You gotta be kidding me. So this crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests. However, Najima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual. The Iwa had a different motive. The inspector, he might think this is all stuff fancy, but it doesn't refute that Najima and Iwa were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane. You're telling me that the Nutjob did all for some hokey pokey resurrect? Shit, resurrection. That means there must have been someone Najima wanted to bring back to life. Damn, that's it. That has to be it. Fucking hell, it makes sense now. What is it? So about the Najima murders, there's some information that's been kept from the public. Go on. We broke into his house and arrested him. We also found a baby. Baby? It was a girl, looked to be 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. Saw the eggs right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So was Najima the father? Noticed he found her under a bridge. He found her? She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their children under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. It's starting to sound more likely now. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Najima guilty of more crimes than what he got convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing. Yeah, I remember all of that. One of the high school girls that might have been sacrificed for her, maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. Goodness. That's horrific. He killed her. Dismembered her body. We thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Don't misunderstand me, it's all speculation. Alright, good night, Dark Bat.
Good night, Dark.
It's all speculation, and top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed the man would just take in the baby he found under a bridge. Feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to bear. Like I said, don't take that with the full truth. Running on speculation back then. Now this whole resurrection magic's come into play. We should consider the possibility it was his child. That maybe he's trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it was true. It's an interesting thought. Is there anyone Najima would want to resurrect? The deceased wife is as good a guess as any. In fact, they obtained a cursed stone suggests he had an interest in the right of resurrection. Maybe right. Here I was thinking that he was only after the curse's power from massacre. Chief Inspector? Yeah. What happened to the child? Without a birth registration file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. Decided to keep the circumstance a secret for the sake of the child's future. I'm glad she was taken care of. And it's gonna come out that the child was, fucking Michio. That's quite spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Or Victor, you're quite a spectacle yourself. You mean comparing me to the likes of the bizarre criminal? Yeah. The opposite. The flow is loading though, I'm right, but then... Well, so they collect so many pictures, but in case it's certain they were obsessed. So he managed to obtain a grimoire thanks to advice he got from his idol, Najima, while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. Right, he thought he could make some money. Ooh, if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him the idea. And get this. He was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Soaps herself. Natsu. Wait, chairwoman of Soaps. And that's where this lead. Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hakona has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic ritual and rites, she'll use whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She apparently invests money into any research of restorations of youth, and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. Places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to that gay Shuri. Presumably funded his research into the Ray of Resurrection as well. That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Harka pounced at the rumors of the Ray of Resurrection. Starting to sound unlikely. It might be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for she becomes young again. Godly powers, what was that all about? Oh, you can ignore that. Either way, I think he took the payment he was getting for his research to seduce the family into taking him in to keep the low profile. His family, Michio and her mother, were just as unlucky marks. This is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? Does that have something to do with me? Are you saying that? No, you can't mean. You realize then, perhaps. What? Man, please calm down, I wasn't it? Oh, was I mistaken? Then what did you mean? Man, please calm down. Will moved into Rex's magic. He needed sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting life force from someone young. So was Eva, this man. So he must have also disguised that he was extractors. Incidentally, he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. There is like a chance to both avenge the demon bear's police and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time. You got it. Iwa kidnapped Hiroshi and his son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. You're telling me then that that horrible man, he never had the intention of returning my child? Oh, honey, look at her face.
Oh god.
That there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defense and then kidnapped him on his way back home. Oh man, you took Soichi. Man, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You absolutely have no idea what I'm going through right now. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. You sacrificed it. What a stupid idea from a stupid little man. Hey, man, let's take a moment to breathe. Why don't we go out and get some fresh air? Really, this is... Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. Before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in the journal. Oh? Hilo got in contact with Juma last year after Juma was released on parole, providing the accommodations and financial support. That's so. We managed to find a hideout for Najima to stay in. Damn it. Anything rather than use this money to support Shirachos, even those went to Jima instead. Even lurking around anywhere at the moment is probably in that hideout. Get right where it is. Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. See, Michio knew where it was. She never met with Najima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up, among other things. Because information, the girl's... Wait, no, she's alive. Michio is alive. You can find her and get her to talk. You can get her to spill the beans on the hideout, too. Basically, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. Dan is dead. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly find out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. And it's on a kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right, but Richter, I feel brave towards Michio. She killed the kidnapper. There's that too. but it's for something else. Joe's the one killing all these people. And she must require quite a sizable amount by now. Still dredge, I mean. Hey, Richter. Are the kidnappers dead or alive? It doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring that boy back. If the demons plan to cause a massacre and collect soul dredge, then all the better. I won't give up on the resurrection. Oh, she's going insane. So I'm counting on you. Oh, she's insane. She has fully lost it. I think now's a good place to stop.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Turn on some music. Okay. Oh. I don't know why I turned on the music now. I'm a little tired. Yeah, let's go find someone to raid real quick. Alright. There's a new streamer I found. They're currently streaming Phasmophobia. So let's go over there and give them some love. Absolutely. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.